This is a place.
This is a place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Nate.
And we want to wish everyone National Hammock Day.
Hammock.
Go ahead, share your story, Nate.
My story?
Yeah, your hammock story.
What's my hammock story?
I'm just assuming you have one.
No, I was actually just thinking about...
You didn't sleep in a hammock on your mission then?
No.
Okay.
I didn't even know if I even got into a hammock on my mission, so...
Okay. Well, I just assume everybody that serves south of the U.S. has to sleep in a hammock. So they don't do hammocks in Uruguay. You're just boring old beds, huh?
Boring old crappy beds that were usually broken.
Okay.
I was just thinking the other day, I was out in Daybreak, and it reminded me of when we went to Ewok Park, where you could set up a hammock. And there's a guy down my street that set up a hammock between his trees. I love hammocks.
I was just going to say the opposite. I think hammocks are lame.
I think it depends where you're at, what time of day. Is it cool? But it's hot right now. You haven't noticed.
Maybe I've just never had a good hammock experience, you know?
I don't know if I've ever slept in a hammock overnight.
Okay, that's fair.
When we go to Snowbird, a couple of my nephews used to string a hammock across the railing outside on the patio and sleep in that because we were just out of room. But what are the one you got the hammock that we're thinking about? It's probably the one you ties to a tree, right? Is it still called a hammock? The ones that have like the stand and it's a big net and doesn't really fold in on you. Is that still considered a hammock?
It's a hammock in the spiritual sense, I'd say.
Okay, I like those too,
but not a true hammock. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy a good hammock.
You know, it'd
Scout
be a good
camps,
place.
we had hammocks.
A good place to hang a hammock. Actually, I don't know if it'd be a good place, but I'm segueing to another thing that I want to mention. A mango tree.
A mango?
Yeah. Because it's also National Mango Day.
Okay, I was like, where the heck are you going to find a mango tree in Utah?
Again, in Uruguay. Do you have mango trees in Uruguay?
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Uruguay. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I don't know anything except for the bombichos. The what do you call them? Mate. That's all I know about Uruguay. The mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
So mango is not a big thing in Uruguay.
I bet you maybe they had mangoes. I don't recall a whole lot of mangoes. I don't feel like I really even knew what a mango was until I was an adult.
Really?
But I felt like
maybe they weren't a thing.
Mangoes have come a thing over the last 20 years, it feels like.
Are you happy that mangoes are a thing? Are you a fan of mangoes?
I love it, a mango. You love it, a mango?
Yes, I do.
I love it, a mango. I actually I found out going to Cafe Rio that I like mango and Coke Zero, like the flavored syrup.
Ooh.
That mango Coke Zero is really good.
Okay.
So, and sometimes Maverick has it. Sometimes the 7-Eleven has the mango. It's good. I think at one point Cafe Rio was doing like mango or chalo or something like that. And that's kind of when I'm like, you don't think that would go together, but it did. It worked for me.
Can I share my mango story? First time I tried mango, I was in primary. It was a primary activity. And I don't remember the lesson that we were trying to learn, but I played the part of a bad guy in this story. And I was on the side of the road drinking what I presumed they were trying to pretend was alcohol, but it was a mango drink. So that was my first time trying mango. And I was, drinking. I was like, this is the most delicious thing I've ever had. Is this alcohol? If so, then I want it.
I'm okay.
As if they actually would have given me alcohol as a primary kid, right?
You're like, I think I'm done. I think I don't have to go to church anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the first time trying some mango. But yeah, I've definitely always ever since then, been an avid mango fan.
Okay. Yeah. I like mangoes too. Do you ever just go to the store and buy a mango and eat it?
I do. I feel like they're a little cumbersome to eat.
Yeah.
Because
it's a little, you kind of got to peel like a potato or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier if you get them someone else to do it for
Oh,
you. Like this is one of those where it's like
oh, I'm sorry.
someone that can do the work, and I'll enjoy the cut up. I'll pay to have someone cut it up and not deal with the pit in the middle. Right.
I'll tell you what though. You ever bought like a bag of dried mango?
Oh yeah,
Oh my
like
gosh.
from a Trader Joe's or something.
Trader Joe's, Sam's Club has it,
Yeah,
even Winco has it.
even the gas stations.
But
I think
that is like it's just candy.
it
It's
is
just so good. Even though all it is really just dried up
mango.
mango. So I've often thought for how expensive it is for a bag of it
You and me start a
when
mango dried mango business.
no, just no, that too, sure. But I'm like, was it worth buying a dehydrator? And
Oh,
when Winco does their like two mangoes for $1 or whatever, it's going to buy a whole bunch and drying my own mango because holy crap, that stuff is gold. So good. I'm like, is it worse to eat a whole bag of dried mango or a whole bag of Twizzlers? Which is worse?
it's probably about the same for sugar content, but
Right.
it's
At
actually
least
the
you're getting
mango
more
might be
fiber.
worse than a whole. Well, I don't know. I guess we have to do the math, but it's way more healthy. Even though it's like still sugar, it's still better for you. You know,
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's got to be better, but it's hard to like it says serving size is like two pieces of mango and you're like there's no way.
there's no way.
So good.
Yeah.
You know it'd be really good?
What's that?
Bag of dried mangoes sitting in a hammock
Oh,
in the forest.
okay. Now I'm sold. Now you
I
got
want
me.
in. Just
Do you ever go to like a just say like a Mexican market or a cart and get the mangoes with the limon, a little bit of the
mm-mm,
chili powder? Not your
no,
thing.
no. I
Chamoy.
don't
What
know
is
if
it?
I've ever really. I don't think I've ever really tried that before, to be honest. Like they
I
do the
bought
little
from a
fruit
cart
stands.
on my mission once, and that was the only time I was like, "This is okay." Because I'm not a big fan of like the chili powder,
I
but
don't.
like,
I don't get
but I
it.
bought from that cart and I was like, you know what? It's a hot summer day. They got the whole vibe going. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I did. But I'm not gonna rush to just get it again. But someone's like selling. You see some of the fruit stands. I even see them in Jordan Landing sometimes. But just a fruit stand on the side, they're selling fruit. Yeah, I should check those out more because they're cutting up the mango for you, and it is good.
Good. I do
So
like my
yeah,
mango.
it's hot, it's summer, it's a perfect time to enjoy some mangoes. And even though mangoes aren't traditionally associated with this week, I think they should be. I think mango should be the official fruit of Pioneer Day, which is another holiday we observe not today but this week, upcoming on Friday.
It's Pioneer Day Eve Eve.
Yes, yes it is. So Nate was wanting to do an episode on Pie and Beer Day because that's his favorite way to celebrate, apparently.
Starting this year.
Let me ask this: do people actually observe Pie and Beer Day, or is it just a gotcha? Not a gotcha.
Oh,
Let me
I
say this:
bet you.
do people actually go out and they're like, "I'm gonna have pie and I'm gonna have beer"? Because I feel like the stores aren't capitalizing. I don't feel like I see an abundance of pies flooding the local stores around this time of year.
That's a good point.
Which brings me to another thing I want to talk about. We'll get to
But
our topic. Go
you
ahead.
can also call a pizza a pie. So if they got
That's
pizza
true.
and beer,
Okay. I think of it as, strawberry rhubarb pie or something like that. But you could be right. Pizza pie and beer. But it could also be root beer, which we've
does
established Utah's a very big lover of root beer. So
we sure are. Does cheesecake count as a pie?
I think you've answered your own question.
I don't think I have,
Cheese cake.
but it's not a cake.
It's true. It's more
It's
pie like
considered
than it's more pie like, right?
it's considered a tart and or pie,
Oh, is it? Okay.
apparently, according to the internet. So
Okay. Well, the name is misleading then. It's definitely not a cake.
no, it's not.
It's more pie like.
Still
It's
good.
it's its own thing.
Ooh, mango cheesecake.
Oh
I
boy.
don't know if I
In
ever tried that
mango
before.
cheesecake in a hammock.
In a
Oh,
hammock? Oh man.
oh man.
Ooh. I guess we got our Pioneer Day or Pine Beer Day figured out.
I have to shout out another podcast, the Best Darn Podcast. They're it's like the spiritual successor of the other show. We did an episode with the other show a couple Pioneer Days ago where we did Utah trivia. Good group of guys, and Josh from that podcast. They were they were just riffing, talking about Pioneer Day, and he asked the question like, why is Pioneer Day just a Fourth of July Part Two?
Why?
Yeah,
The reason why is because it's in July.
but why don't we have it be its own thing? Why don't we do other stuff for Pioneer Day?
Why? Because it's in July. So
That's
we
it,
have
huh?
a parade. So a lot of people make the big floats for the parade, and they're
The
like,
parade
well,
is the only thing that's unique
we
about it.
spent all that time and effort building that doggone float. We're going to put it in the Pioneer Parade as well.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with the parade, but
So
the
the parade,
fireworks. Why is it fireworks and cookouts, and barbecues? I'm not
um,
not complaining per se,
um,
but I don't
because
think
it's
we
July.
need.
Because it's July. Okay, so
What are you saying?
my
What are you
sister's
saying?
birthday, my older sister's birthday is June 27th,
Okay,
which is just a few days before
Fourth of July.
July.
Okay,
And she used to complain every year, why do I always have a barbecue on my birthday? Like that was the thing we always did. And the reason why, because it's almost July. It's the time of year. It's just the time of year.
so if the pioneers had rolled in on their carts, their hand carts, their covered wagons, whatever, they rolled in on December 23rd.
Totally different
Would
story.
it be Christmas part one? Well, because it's before, would it just be another
Probably.
Christmas?
I think I don't that's a good question. And that's a good question. Are any of the states or like city holidays not in the summer months?
I don't think people celebrate their states like we do for the 24th of July.
Okay, that's true.
Because
I know.
I get it.
Yes.
Tell somebody about the 24th of July outside of Utah, and you get the
Yes,
weirdest response.
exactly.
The
When
response that tells me not just they don't know that it's the 24th of July here, but that they also don't have a California version
nobody
or a
cares
Nevada
outside of
version.
yes,
Yeah.
I think you're right because I remember my old company because we had places throughout the nation and we'd be like and our headquarters were here, so we would say send out an email like, hey, we're offices corporate office is closed on the 24th, and they're always like, huh? And then you see them like in the Facebook page like, yeah, the stupid office in Utah is closed because it's some Pioneer Day or something like that. So,
So everyone resents us for celebrating our state.
right. So I think you're right. But I feel like I mean, maybe it's just because it is summer and it's easier, but all the cities have their carnivals and
Mm.
their birthday celebrations during the summer. Our country was founded in the summer. Utah technically was founded in the summer. Or so I just don't think we can you say find stuff found
That's a
uh
good point because it's not when they actually arrived in Utah. It's when we became a state, right?
right, right.
So they did that in July and not in December. So yeah, I just wonder if it was at a different time of year, say November. Let's make it a little more neutral. Would we
I feel
just
like if it were
do it
November, then and we had the day off, then definitely yes, we would have
barbecue
family
and
gatherings.
fireworks?
I don't know if we would do barbecues. Would you?
Would you do fireworks?
I think you'd probably still. We always want an excuse to light off fireworks, right? So possibly fireworks,
Yeah.
but I feel like people would still get together, and I think you do the fireworks because it's like it's July. You go swimming. Yeah, the day after you're gonna go swimming, you're gonna have a barbecue, and so barbecue fireworks they all go hand in hand. That's just what you do.
I hear you.
Have a
I
parade.
liked Josh's point that it should be its own thing. It shouldn't just be a copycat of the 4th of July. And I get that we're celebrating a similar thing, We celebrate the 4th of July and we celebrate by exploding stuff. That's just what goes with the 4th of July, right? I get that New Year's you celebrate because it's a new year. You're celebrating that. You explode stuff. You make loud noises. I just think it would be cool if we had something a little more, a different specific celebration for the 24th. That's all I'm saying.
What
Maybe
would you
we,
what would you like to see?
I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. Do we gather around and eat pioneer era foods? That doesn't sound fun, but it's different. It's unique. Or I don't know.
Another chance for us to cook a turkey or something like Thanksgiving?
You don't want to eat a turkey in July.
There you go. You just said it
I
again.
get
It's
it. I
July.
no, I get it. I'm just saying it's centered again around fireworks. And I just wonder what could be something different that we do that's just not another firework holiday. Because I'm good with one day of fireworks on the 4th of July. I don't need a second one. And now, I think I saw that they're still doing a partial ban again for the 24th of July, right? So they're taking away for my family when I was growing up, the 24th of July, the 4th of July, we'd go see fireworks at a park put on by a city. For the 24th of July, we'd buy our own fireworks and do them in the front of the house. So now we haven't done that for a few years, but last year we did do fireworks outside of my house to celebrate. Now that's taken away. What what do we do?
What are we supposed to do with our hands?
What are we supposed to do with our hands on that day we celebrate our great state? I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm just brainstorming here. Maybe we should all dress up as pioneers. Maybe we should all go to the temple. Maybe we trek somewhere. And I'm not even saying like we pull out the hand cards and do a trek, but maybe we go. Oh, that's what we should do. We should like do a pilgrimage almost. You know how like the Muslims, they always make their pilgrimage to wherever, the Dome of the Rock, whatever it may be. We need to do something like that where we all, wherever we may be, we have to walk to Temple Square. I like it. I think that's it.
Wow. That'd be a long walk for a lot of people.
I know, but it's the sacrifice you got to make to show your state how much you love it.
Okay.
And again, I get they're not, it's not about the church. It just happens to be our whole state is built around Temple Square. Thank you, grid system. So to pay homage to the grid system or to the church, you just have to walk to the temple. Maybe you'd walk to your closest temple. That makes it a lot easier for
How about just your
us.
closest church?
Closest church? Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. I'm not liking your thought of having to sit out in the
Because
heat
again, it's July.
because it's July. So I'm not liking your celebrations.
I'm not saying any of these are good ideas. I'm just thinking of something outside of the box
Okay, I'm
rather
telling
than
you, it's not a good
let's.
idea. How about that?
I'll tell you one thing we can't do. Actually, there's one thing you could do. You could go to This Is the Place. That's pioneering. I think that's open. I think I've been there on the 24th of July before. You can go to Lagoon, and they've got
Thinking
some
about that.
pioneer stuff. You're
I
thinking
thought
about it?
I thought about it.
Maybe you should.
I heard
Maybe
the
I
4th of
should.
July was pretty slow, but you think Pioneer Day would be a little busier?
No, I
I guess it
don't.
depends on the temperature too, how hot it's going to be outside.
I think it's supposed to rain, isn't it?
I'd love that.
That would be Lagoon in the rain sounds pretty good. There's not a lot of no rain's not forecasted anymore. So you could go there because there's something you could see there that's pretty pioneering. You got Pioneer Village. But what we kind of want to talk about today is how, and I do think we talked about this last year when we talked about Lagoon, but Pioneer Village wasn't always at Pioneer Village. It used to be a Mill Creek. They moved it. So this popped up on Facebook the other day, and I thought it was worth exploring the old OG Pioneer Village.
Yep. Just a few years before we were born.
A few years before both of us were born. Neither of us got to experience Pioneer Village in its original home. I need to scroll a little bit to find the post because I lost it. Here we go.
I would like to know if we have a listener that was able to visit before it moved.
My grandma, she sometimes listens to the podcast, and she told me about how
All right,
she
Grandma.
went there
Visited.
back
Okay.
in the day. 2998 Connor Street, 2150 East in Mill Creek. That's where it used to be. And now it's just a bunch of houses. Go figure. But again, they did move it. So like what would you be preserving in that spot? You know, I get it. It'd be cool if there's a plaque or something. Maybe there is. Maybe we need to investigate that. But something that so people know this was the original location of Pioneer Village. You found something that you wanted to share, didn't you? Kind of
Well, it
introduces
says Sorensen. Oh, sorry. It was Horse. Horace. How do you
Horace.
say his name? Horace Sorensen was the guy who. Okay, sorry. I'm like, what the heck happened? Okay, back in 1938. The story begins with a man named Horace Sorensen. He was a successful Salt Lake City furniture businessman. Sorensen had a deep, almost obsessive passion for pioneer history. He did not just collect small trinkets and teacups, he collected entire buildings. Sorensen began buying authentic pioneer structures from all over Utah. He dismantled them piece by piece. He hauled them to his own property, Mill Creek, the original location, and by the late 1930s, his private backyard collection officially opened to the public. He called it Pioneer Village. It was the living history museum created decades before the concept became mainstream. So, sounds like people in that kind of Mill Creek area, they like to do fun stuff with their backyards. Gilgal Gardens,
Hmm.
Pioneer Village.
People don't do
That
that
was a cool.
anymore, man.
That was a cool thing to do back in the day.
I think the most recent example of someone doing something cool like that, at least that I know of, was that guy with the Christian school. You know, he just had this building and collected weird stuff, built weird artwork.
I know. I'm still kind of bummed we never got to go
I am
dig inside
too.
of that place.
Yeah, not a lot of people doing things like that these days, and I get it. We're people can barely afford a house, so it looks pretty cool. The picture of it, which I assume is the original layout. I don't know if you can see the picture that I sent you, but it kind of just had a, you know, kind of a Main Street vibe with all the houses. You could go around in a covered wagon.
Yeah, he said he liked people to feel the grit of pioneer life. He wanted you to smell the wood smoke, feel the rough hewn timber, and understand the immense sacrifice of the 1847 migration. But as the 1970s approached, you remember the 70s?
Yes,
Come right out of
vividly.
that hippie era, the valley was changing. Suburban growth was exploding. The land was becoming incredibly valuable. The museum was running out of
Mm,
space and funding, usually a bad sign. The structures face the threat of being surrendered by modern development or falling into disrepair. And then by 1975, a tough decision was made. The collection needed to move to survive. And here comes the saving factor, Lagoon. I don't know how
So
to
what
say
you're
that.
telling me is that Christmas movie we watched last year was actually the true story of what happened. Sort of the true story. Or
Yeah,
maybe
it's
someone
based.
needs to come in and make a Hallmark movie for Pioneer Day, a Pioneer Day themed Hallmark movie talking about the true story of how Pioneer Village was saved,
Oh,
moved from Mill Creek to Lagoon.
yeah. But here's crazy thing. What we just celebrated our 250th anniversary of the United States, but they had their grand opening um, during the bicentennial in 1976.
50 years ago.
So yeah,
So that's when it moved to Lagoon was 1976.
I think that's when it officially opened.
Hmm. Dedicated by none other than President Kimball himself. How can you not be romantic about Pioneer Village?
It's cool. I love. I've probably said this before. I love history, but I really love the whole American history from the beginning of them coming over here, settling here, and then like whole time period. It's just very intriguing to me.
Yeah, I agree. I romanticize that time quite a bit. Not that I necessarily wanted to live in that time, but it's fun to even like the 70s when this kind of thing was around, before it was moved. Like it was just more ragtag, just a
Yeah.
different time. But that's part of why I love that section of Lagoon so much. I wonder, do you think the people of Lagoon ever bring to the table we need to do something different over here? We've got all these old
Have you heard
buildings.
the newest rumor?
No.
They're putting a roller coaster over there.
Where?
Where's that haunted house? What's that one called over there?
Uh-huh. Okay.
That one's supposedly going away, and that's where the new roller coaster is going to be. So
Where did
that's
you
the
hear this
current.
rumor?
Um, it's from a secret society I'm a part of.
The Freemasons?
Oh, sorry, it's called the Internet.
Okay, I've not heard this. We need to
I saw it yesterday.
shift gears.
So some guy, some kid who's like a Lagoon conspiracy theorist. I don't know what he is, but he's given his predictions and he showed pictures of boxes that show like roller coaster parts. And so
but
he
but
believes they're
why is the speculation
and
it's going over
then
there?
because they say they're going to be shutting down that haunted house right there. That's going away. What is that one called?
Is it the one with the telephones?
No, just outside of Pioneer Village where they do the haunted house.
Oh, they're going to shut down that. Okay. So
If
it's
I remember
closer over
correctly.
by, it's not a haunted house. It's like a pavilion, right?
No, but where they do the haunted house for Frightmares.
Yeah, but isn't it just a
That's
pavilion that they convert?
I don't know, is it?
I don't feel like it's accessible outside. Maybe
I
I
thought it
think
was
it
a
might just be a
building.
pavilion.
I think it's just storage during I don't think
Maybe,
it's a pavilion.
but it's not being used. Like it's not something that we.
Right, right. You don't go during the
Okay,
summer.
I'm not mad about that. I do love that haunted house, right? And I'll be sad to see it go away. Frightening Frisco, is that what it's called? But
Yes, that's it.
but I can see. I thought you were talking about actually one of the OG Pioneer Village buildings. I thought you
No.
were talking about the one that's truly haunted. That's what I thought you meant.
No, no, I don't think they're going to touch Pioneer Village, but as you've noticed over the last few years, they're totally kind of redoing Pioneer Village as a
And I'm
whole
okay with that.
section. The
I'm
cool
okay with
rides. I
that.
do love that new swing thing, the one that goes around.
The Nutcracker.
No,
Oh,
in
the
Pioneer Village.
okay. I haven't been since they've opened it,
Both
so
the rides are fun, but I like the swing one better than I forget what they call the other one.
the
But
swing one that's kind of like the cliffhanger a little bit.
yeah, yeah. But it goes all the way around. So it's like you've always wondered, like when you're on a swing set, what would happen if I went all the way around? And
Now
that
you
kind of
can
gives
know.
you that feeling. My wife hates it, but I love it. I think that's one of my favorite new rides. Nutcracker's a lot of fun too. That's more of a thrill, but that one's just a fun ride. I could probably ride over and over. But yeah, there's rumors that they're gonna just down the walkway there put a roller coaster in.
And I'm
You
and
heard
I'm
it.
okay with
You
that.
you probably heard it here first because
Probably
I
because I had
stole it
no
from
idea.
his. I looked at his like view count. It was like 20. So I'm like, okay, I don't think Brandon and or Matt are gonna know this information.
Thanks for sending it to the group chat.
I sorry. I think I looked at it like at midnight or something like that last night.
Look,
So
Matt at midnight. Matt has been asleep for 5 hours, but I'm probably
I
still
think that's part of
awake.
the reason why. After
Send it
four
to me.
after dinner at 4 o'clock, you just don't know his schedule after that.
Yeah, but he can read it at 5 a.m. when he wakes up. So, just send it to the internet, send it to the group chat. That's exciting. I'm okay with that. But I still wonder, do they ever have that difficult conversation? Because it's a lot of space over there, right?
Oh yeah,
I
I think
wonder
we've
if
talked about
they
that before, right? There's a lot of space behind Rattlesnakes Rapid.
a lot of space behind, but like just think about all the space surrounding Pioneer Village. Like that's a big footprint. That could be a whole couple rides itself. You know what I
That could be
mean?
like a separate theme park, like when you,
A
yeah,
whole new land.
yeah.
And I'm not advocating for that at all, but I do wonder if they ever have that conversation and be like, do you think we could move this stuff? Like it's already been moved once. It's been here for 50 years now. Can we have that discussion of, does somebody at the church, somebody else want to move this? I mean, they could move it to even just this is the place, right? And I think that would make me sad that it wouldn't be at Lagoon anymore because it's kind of fun that it is, but that could happen where they move everything. That would be quite an expensive undertaking, but with how much land they could free up for something, it could happen. And again, I don't want this to happen. I'm not saying let's get this going, let's get the ball rolling, but I'm sure they have that discussion at least every few years. Yeah, I love Pioneer Village. I'm happy that I do think Lagoon should let you go in for free just to see Pioneer Village. I think that's something they should give to the community. But then you'd have to sequester it off and make the other rides inaccessible. Except they still check wristbands for rides anyway. So why not just let us go in, check out Pioneer Village, get some ice cream, get a swig or whatever. What's the drink place they have there now? It's not swig anymore, is it?
I don't know. I
It's
thought it was still
whatever.
split.
Yeah, just let us go in, get some barbecue, and maybe we don't want to ride the rides for the day. We just want to go to Pioneer Village and celebrate the 24th of July. All I'm saying is doing something to throw back to our pioneer heritage rather than just lighting some fires. I'm all for that. Something we can do to remember. And, you don't even have to be part of the church or affiliate with the church at all, but something to respect and honor the people that made the sacrifice and came over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then we complain if we have to drive down to Provo and it takes us 45 minutes.
Or if
Imagine.
someone suggests you walk to your nearest temple or meeting house and you're here complaining.
True. Because guess what? Still not doing it.
Neither am I. Well, let us know what you think of Pioneer Village. Does it continue to belong at Lagoon? Should they put it somewhere else? What do you do for Pioneer Day? Do you do something outside of the normal Pioneer Day festivities? If you're not in Utah, do you remember this day? On my mission, I made scones on Pioneer Day. So I think
That's what
scones
you honored.
scones is a
That's
pretty
what
good
you
way
honored
of
your heritage.
mm-hmm.
Your
Scones.
Utah,
They
your
love
Utah
they love
roots.
Rhodes dough back in the Pioneer days, and so that's what I did.
Fair enough. We did have scones down in Uruguay.
Oh,
What do they call it? Frita, something frita or something like that. I forget what they called it, but especially when it rained, that's
pan
what they made
frito,
all the time. Pan frita, probably.
something like that.
Pan, I don't remember, but especially when it's raining, because it's really cheap to make scones.
Yeah,
So
and they're
yeah,
delicious.
they are
So have
very
some
much so.
scones for Pioneer Day at least. Do something like that.
Okay,
That's all I'm
right.
saying.
Skip the barbecue, or maybe make a namaho taco or something with your scones
Agreed.
and eat it in your hammock with some mango.
Either way, happy Pioneer Day, and thank you for listening. This is a Place podcast.
And this was a holiday we just talked about.